What up, family? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, the podcast for the fans and by us, the
The fa-
fans. Today, we are going to talk about the Pac-12 and what the hell happened. We're going to give you our top 10 coaches of all time. A topic given to us by our Darius himself, and we're gonna go over the AFC and NFC West today. We're gonna break it down a little bit. A couple of the free agents that they got and they lost from each team, and who we think is gonna win those divisions, I should say. But that's all coming up next on I Said It Sports. Subscribe, y'all, please. Subscribe. What up, family? Welcome back to I Said It, the podcast for the fans and by us, the fans. I'm your co-host, Chris, and I got everybody here with me. I got Darius, Brianna, Sean is here, and Blair. What's up, man? What's
What's
up?
up? What's up? What's up, young
What
man?
is
Nothing much. But before we begin, I have to give a rounding standing ovation to the blacks of Alabama for the brawl that ensued on the river. I gotta give a standing on it. That was great. Love to see it. So many black people coming together, breaking stereotypes. Did you see the black man swim over? It was amazing. But one of the buddies was kind of wilding with the chair. He went Stone Cold Steve Austin on the chick. I don't know about all that. That was a little overkill. But
I ain't seen no chair.
going to jail? Going to jail.
bruh.
Can't hit me more like that now. Come on now.
I ain't seen no chair.
We just had to say it, man. Just had to say it. You couldn't let my buddy go out like that. He was getting jumped. They had to call dad to come in. It was dropping out like raindrops coming out through like the Avengers, man. The internet is undefeated, man. Them damn memes is too funny, bro. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. But we're going to start it off by talking about the death of the Pac-12 conference. The Pac-12 conference used to be 12 teams, back in the day, when you were watching football a couple of years ago. But they had lost a couple teams, and I think they were down to like 10 teams or something like that instead of 12. And then if you're not aware, a little while ago, just before or just after USC and LSU, I think it was just after LSU and USC joined the Big Ten at the beginning of last season.
Not LSU, UCLA.
UCLA. Why do I always do that? UCLA and USC joined the Big Ten. The Big 12 went to the Pac-12 and said, "Hey, man, let's just combine. Let's pull them all. Let's pull all our teams together and make one big conference. Let's do this. We can do this together. Because we down bad, y'all down bad. Let's strengthen our numbers. And be together. And the Pac-12 was like, nah, we good over here.
Okay.
So then the Big Ten came back around, said, we would like to take Oregon and Washington. They've been asking to join because y'all trying to get a TV deal with Apple. If you're not aware, that is not a national TV service. It is a streaming service. So you're not going to just turn on your TV and watch that. So, and they wasn't getting a lot of money from that. So they got up out of there. Then the Big 12 came through and said, since y'all want to join us, go ahead and come on over here, Arizona State, Utah, and Colorado. So basically, they're down to like 2 teams. The only 2 teams that I think that's left is Cal and Stanford.
No, incorrect.
How many more teams they got?
They have Washington State. They have 4 in Oregon State.
Oh yeah,
Beavers.
Washington State and Oregon State. Yeah. I knew my math was
I got
off.
you, man, on your production. I got you.
I knew
Make them
my
look
math was
better.
off. But yeah, from when this they not even mentioning it in the story. They ain't even mentioning those teams. But apparently the ACC is talking to Stanford and Cal. They had a meeting this morning. How that will work logistically, going from California to Florida and North Carolina. I don't know how that's going to work, but
it's the same for the Big Ten. Rutgers got to go way out to California. That's from Jersey all the way to California.
That's true, but now they added the other teams. So basically, I think they're going to go back to the East versus West type of thing. Like you got 4 Pac-12 teams now.
It will work. It's just like teams go all the way to London for football.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? It'll definitely work. You can send Ohio State out to California and play both of the California teams on 2 back-to-back buys. It definitely could work, or have a game and have one of the teams come out there and play. It definitely can work. It just don't sound right when you look at a map.
I mean, I understand that, but do y'all feel like they just brought this on themselves? Is this like conference suicide? Like they just killed themselves in front of everybody and we just watched it happen?
Man, yeah, I just feel like, hey, it's all about a dollar, bro. At the end of the day, it's all about a dollar. And like when we was talking yesterday, a lot of it gonna have to do with they want to get better recruits too.
Yeah.
So they feel like they're gonna have access to them pools. But man, it's gonna make it tough, man. Somebody's not gonna be happy with their decision. And I hate to see the Pac-12 die like that, especially after what Oregon did and what USC did, for really, really bringing it to life. But yeah, it's all about the money, man. You gotta go where the bread at. You gotta find a way to stay in the limelight. So I guess they felt like this was the best way, but I mean, we'll see. Cause I feel the same way about the SEC. Hey, it ain't but so much room for so many big dogs.
Yeah, this is sad to watch. I feel like, I hate to say it, they might be going to like the Mountain West or something, man. Because who got room for y'all? Like, first of all, Oregon and Washington went to the Big Ten on a discount. So like everybody else is getting like $100 million, or because they had to give some money back because of the old commissioner, they had to give back $20 million. So each school is getting like $80 million like the first year, and then they'll get their $100 million after that. I think Oregon and Washington is going to get $60 or $50 million. They were going to try to sign for $40 million. And Washington was like, nah, the travel, we're going to have to spend about that, in travel. It doesn't make sense when we can still just be in our same conference. So I think they sweetened the deal a little bit by like $10 million and went on ahead and moved over. And their money is going to go up year after year after that to where it's equal to whatever everybody else in the conference is making. But it's real sad to see, man. It's a damn shame that you saw everybody making moves and y'all just literally sat there and watched everybody do what they were doing and just was like, I mean, we good, we talking to Apple, like, bruh, y'all couldn't do better than that. And then they had to deal with the CW, and I think the ACC stole the deal. So took the deal like, oh, y'all want this? Hey, excuse me. We'll take that. You know what I'm saying? That looked good to us. We'll bring that over here to us. We'll gladly take that money. So, I mean, it's just a sad thing, man. I don't know where they go from here. Sean, where you think the Pac-12 go from here? What's gonna happen to the rest of the teams? You think? Because there's only 4 teams left.
I think this is what's gonna happen because this kind of thing kind of happened to the ACC like I want to say about 10, 15 years ago in the Big East. So what I in basketball, but what I'm gonna say as far as they have a lot of California talent. And when I say not just California, but you got guys from Arizona and Texas, as we know, put in a lot of dudes in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They can probably get some of them smaller schools like San Diego State, San Jose, um, teams like that to be a part of the Pac-12. Would I say that'd be sufficient as a team they lost? Nah. I actually think they're gonna still keep the conference because you still have a lot of say so with like the Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl is major as far as with the contract they have with the playoffs or whatnot. So I don't know how that's gonna really kind of weigh in. That I don't know if they thought of even about that because it would be terrible to have one of them. Let's say Oregon State wins 7 games, be picked for one of the playoff teams. So you do got to have some dogs over there. But I think like far as football, they're gonna be trash. But if they get some teams like far as like I said, San Diego State, they do pretty good, man. Even though they like I wouldn't even say a mid-major, man. They just not a powerhouse school, but they still do good in both basketball and football. You know what I'm saying? To get some recruits there. But I think it's really going down the toilet, man. I think they're gonna be considered like a MAC school. They're gonna have some players, maybe out of 53 guys, they might have about 7 to 10 dogs, and the rest is just regular dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I think they'll probably be like a MAC school. And it is sad to say the Mountain West might even be better than them boys.
That's what I said. The only thing I can see is if they like, we just go to the Mountain West. But that is interesting to add like the San Diego States and stuff like that, those smaller schools that I'm sure you can poach from the other, but it's just that you should have just looking at it now, you should have just went on ahead and combined with the Big 12, man. And the ACC is, they're not too far behind, bro, because Florida State, like, look, man, you don't get your stuff together, we up out of here. We ain't making enough money, man. So all these schools and conferences going after this dough, you can't be mad at these kids getting dough. So
I think the ACC will still be good though, man. I think the ACC has so much talent. I mean, we are really thinking about football. There's a lot of money. Like you even got to think, even with the Cali, they do beach volleyball and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of money in swimming. Even like with Big Ten, there's a lot of money in men's hockey. You know what I'm saying? So it's very versatile. So we thinking about the big dollar, the $100 million a year and shit Big Ten schools are getting. But you also gotta look at it, the abundance of talent. And like Darius was saying, somebody gonna lose in that deal. Somebody gonna lose unless again they might expand the damn playoffs again because it will be wild if Ohio State or one of them got 1 or 2 losses. In that type of conference, one of them dudes got 2 losses. Let's say even Oregon got 2 losses. Why not put them in? You going against dogs every weekend. So I think it's sad to see that conference go, but they shot themselves in the foot, man. Greed, American greed.
Facts. I did see on a podcast, Bobby Carpenter said that Jim Tressel told him back in like 2006 or something like that this was going to happen. He was like, oh, in the future, pretty soon, about 10, 20 years, it's going to be about 4 big major conferences, and this all going to be gone and done. He was like, I ain't see it coming, but now I'm seeing it happen. Wow, like this is crazy. He said the future to me, so it's going to be interesting to see where it goes from here. But we got to move on. We got to give our top 10 coaches of all time.
I wasn't prepared, but I'm gonna do it off top of my dome.
NBA coaches.
NBA coaches.
Top
10 NBA coaches of all time. This was not a hard list to do for me. One Wasn't that hard at all, but this is Darius's topic. I'm gonna let him start it off. Go ahead, Darius. Take the show away. You got it, my boy.
Let's hear it.
All right, man. It's cool. Well, number one, I got Big Phil Jack. At number two and three was iffy for me, but I did slide Pop at number two for me. And I got Red Auerbach at number three for me. At number four, I got old mean dog Pat Riley. All right.
This where it get interesting.
Yes. All right. So at number five, hey, it's a couple of coaches out there might have done more, but I felt like I had to do this out of respect. I got Don Nelson.
Yes, I just wrote his name down. Yep.
Most wins ever by a coach, 3-time coach of the year. All right, this way it get real sticky for me, dog. Like, I wish y'all could see my paper. At number 6, I went a little current. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Only because I feel like he probably gonna continue to be a good coach. I got Steve Kerr. Got Steve Kerr at number 6. At number 7, I got Spo. At number 8, I got George Carl. At number 9, I got Chuck Daly. Number 10, I had 4 people tied for number 10, bro. Just because of the dubs, I gotta go with Doc, man.
Doc Rivers.
That's over Larry Brown. It's over Jerry Sloan. That's over. Hey, this one name that I found that I felt like honorable mention needed to be John Kudla. He's super old, but the man won coached 5 championships in 6 years. So I feel like he at least need to be mentioned. Yeah, man. Yeah. Doc got a lot of wins, bro. Jerry Sloan got more wins, but he ain't got no shit.
I feel it. That's a pretty good list, man. That's a pretty good list. My list reads as follows. I think my first 4 is matching yours. 1, I got Phil. 2, I got Pop. 3, I got Red Auerbach. 4, I got Pat Riley. Then this is where it gets sticky. Number 5, I had to do it because it's just I got Steve Kerr.
See, I was tussling with that. I can't even lie.
I got Steve Kerr. Number 6, I got Chuck Daly.
Okay.
Number 7, I got Eric Spoelstra. Number 8, I got Bill Russell.
I was gonna do Bill.
Wow.
Number 9, I got Larry Brown. And number 10, I got Lenny Wilkins.
Okay.
An honorable mention, because I'm not going to lie, every time I watch a basketball game and he announced the basketball game, I learn something about basketball. Mr. Jack Ramsey. I'm telling you, man, I learned something about the game every time. He is announcing the basketball game. It could be something small and detailed. Like, see, now when he doing his back cut, he got to get back right off his hip right there, and then you just be like, that okay. I could see why you was winning a lot of games there, sir. But yeah, I had to put Jack Ramsey honorable mention, man, because hey, he's a great coach.
I like that.
But I ain't gonna lie, I missed out on the Don Nelson. He was at the end, but I was like,
Hey, man, I was just like, bro, the man got the most wins ever, bro. I gotta put him in there. And he like one of the only coaches with the multiple coaches of the year. He won it 3 times.
Facts. Brianna, who you got?
All right. I think we got about the same. Okay, I got Phil Jackson is my number 1. Pop is my number 2. Pat Riley is my number 3. Red Auerbach is my number 4. Lenny Wilkins is my number 5.
Ooh.
Chuck Daly is my number 6. Steve Kerr is my number 7. Larry Brown is 8. Red Oldsman is 9. And Jerry Sloan is 10.
Cool.
And my honorable mention is Mark Jackson. I just feel like he didn't get his due.
Yes.
So Mark Jackson is my honorable.
You know what? That's really what I was struggling with Steve Kerr. I'm like, but bro, Mark Jackson developed and honed and groomed these boys to where Steve could take it and just
run with it.
Yeah, he just took it and run with it. Like, man. But yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Sean, what you come up with, man?
All right. At number 1, I got Phil. Number 2, I got Red. Number 3, I got Lenny. Number 4, I got Chuck.
Okay.
Number 5, I got Pop. 6, I got Pat Riley. 7, Don Nelson. 8, Steve Kerr. 9, Jerry Sloan. 10, Doc Rivers. And my honorable mention, Paul Silas.
Okay.
I like it. Blair, what you got, man? I know you're doing a lot right now.
I got some version of what all of y'all have.
Yeah,
that's about it, because that's some version of what all of y'all have.
I feel it. He got Chuck Daly number 1. What's up?
Yeah, right. I got Phil number 1. My top
Michael
4 is
Jordan
about the same. It's like Phil. Who is it? Phil, Pop, Red, and
Pat,
right?
Pat, yeah. I do like
Pat at number 6. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with this list. It's not bad. You can't go wrong. It's just your personal opinion. You know, I'm not really going to argue with anybody's list. I don't disagree with anybody on their top 10. Just maybe the order in which they have it. But it is what it is. Y'all know we like lists here. I don't know what our next list is going to be, but remains to be seen. But y'all know what we got to do. We got to move on. All right, guys. It is time. It is NFL picks time. All right. I'm going to give you just a general breakdown, like a free agent, one or two that a team has signed, and somebody that they lost that I feel is a big time loss for the said team. So we're going to start off with the NFC West, if you're not familiar, the NFC West, the teams that are in that division is the Arizona Cardinals, the Seattle Seahawks, the 49ers, and the LA Rams. So, Arizona, a couple of players that they lost. Looks like they lost Robbie Anderson. AJ Green retired. Cody Ford, the guard, got signed by the Bengals. And JJ Watt also retired. So those are some of the losses. As far as his key pickups, is nobody that really stands out to me on the list. Maybe Matt Prater is the most, which is a kicker, is the guy that I most recognize. But yeah, they didn't really do too much because they lost their quarterback for the most part for the season. For the Rams, some of the key losses that they have for the Rams, they lost Baker Mayfield. That's not really a big deal, but they did lose Baker Mayfield. That's a backup quarterback. Bobby Wagner and Jalen Ramsey. As far as additions, they didn't really add big name additions to their squad. Just a few offensive linemen that most people won't know. But nothing big and splashy like they normally do because they were trying to cut cap space. Now, as far as the 49ers, they lost Jimmy G. I think that's going to be a big deal because for whatever reason, if you're the 49ers quarterback, they get hurt pretty often. How? I don't know. It's just like they just snake bitten at the quarterback position. I'm not sure why that is, but it is what it is. That is their big key loss. They did add Sam Darnold, which some people are saying that he's pushing for the starting position. I don't know about that, but we'll see. They didn't really add a whole lot as far as free agency because they didn't really need a lot, So the Seattle Seahawks, they did lose Rashad Perryman and during free agency, Marquise Goodwin. And as far as additions, they just re-signed Geno Smith. And they re-signed Bobby Wagner. They got Bobby Wagner back. So in this division, who do you have winning it? Do you have the 49ers, who are kind of, on shaky ground with the QB right now because is he 100% or no? You got the Seahawks, Arizona, the Rams. They won a Super Bowl not too long ago. Sean, we're going to start with you since you missed last week. Who you got winning the division and why?
I got the Seahawks. The quarterback situation in San Fran is kind of scat for me. Arizona quarterback and head coach situation is super scat to me. The Rams have, I seen some news report, like they have 36 rookies in camp. So that means they're gonna be young. Don't have the speed of the game just yet. And Sam, we don't know what's going on with his arm 100% just yet. So I will go with Seattle. I think they proved themselves a lot last year. Bobby Wagner will add some, not just talent, but some mentorship. They have a solid wide receiver group and a solid running back. My only concern will be with Geno, but as we see, he's a little like a notch above mediocre. I would say he at least top 20 from his talents last year. So I say with the talent, with the head coaching, they gonna win that one, man. I think they could win it by a landslide easily.
Ooh, over the 49ers?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So,
all right. Darius, who you got?
all right, man. Look here, man. I'm gonna start this here off, man, by saying Arizona.
Be mindful. Brianna is the record keeper. So what you say, she got it.
Arizona is last.
I agree. Arizona last. I agree.
Put it in bold letters. But contrary to how Sean feels, I feel like the 49ers are going to win this division because of such a strong supporting cast. They have proven to us that anything can happen at quarterback as long as it don't happen before the NFC Championship game. Anything can happen. I don't know. They coaching up a storm out there, and I feel what Chris saying. I do feel like the quarterback position is kind of cursed out there. It's like something does always happen if they're good. But I think they'll be all right just because they got the right system and they got enough weapons around them. So I think that division is easy enough for them to win. Surprisingly, I have the Rams coming in second over Seattle. And I'm not saying Seattle's trash. I'm saying that the Rams are going to be better than a lot of people think they're going to be this year. And they're just going to take advantage of a top-heavy division because everything behind the 49ers is fair game. And I think a lot of that is going to come down to quarterback play. And I think Matt Stafford going to get it together. And I got Seattle in third. And bringing up the rear, I got the little Giants, and then I got the Arizona Cardinals.
I feel that. Blair, who you got, man, in this division, man?
Winning the division is probably, I feel like it's going to be San Fran. They seem to make it out even with terrible quarterback play, dudes you never heard of. Like, it schemes up really well. As long as the running game stays okay, I think they'll be good. Now, who's going to be last? How about... Yeah, it's probably going to be Arizona, man. I don't really know. I don't really know how to take it any other way. Like, they lost Cliff Kingsbury. I don't know what Kyler Murray is going to be coming back from the knee. They don't really have a QB, and he's gone. Who's the head coach there now? I don't even know. But I know they got a new one. It ain't Cliff no more. So
no,
they got some growing pains, man. Unless Buddy hit the ground running and everything comes out smooth, Arizona's going to be last. I think, I guess, yeah, just first and last. My second and fourth, 2 and 3 is trash. That'll mix up, dude. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Seattle's probably going to come down, so they'll probably end up in third. And the Rams might bounce back because they had a terrible year last year. So somebody ain't making it. Somebody who made the playoffs is not making it this year. And Seattle might be on the edge. Like, people might actually scheme for Geno. And then we'll see what happens. Like, this is going to be Geno's second year at the helm. They wasn't really checking for Geno last year. Sure, they had a game plan. Didn't go the same. They weren't the same team down the stretch because people had game plans. So we'll see how the season goes with them knowing what Geno is and where he goes from now. They always, the second year is the one.
Shout out to my boy Geno, man. He finally got him a little check. I'm happy.
Now that's
thanks. I guess I'll go next. Finishing last, I do agree with the group, is the Arizona Cardinals. But shout out to my boy Paris Johnson. He's going to be a great one at that left tackle. But I think Kyler Murray is going to be better, hopefully, when he gets back, because he actually has a left tackle, one that he asked the organization for and begged them to pick. So there's that. Also, they're just, other than that, they're just going to be a bad team, man. They don't have a quarterback to spell him, and I think that's what they're kind of shooting.
Ain't no new Call of Duty this year, so we got that going for Call of
Duty. That's where you're wrong. They just teased Modern Warfare 3.
Stop playing. I thought they wasn't dropping one this year.
And they dropped it in Kyler Murray Cardinal Red. So you already know What's going on with that? It's over with.
That's funny, bro.
So no matter what, basically the Cardinals are coming in last with that tidbit of information that we just got there. Then I will have I have the Rams coming in third in this division just because I'm unsure about their offensive line. And they're getting bit by the injury bug, and I'm not sure about the defense anymore. You don't have a lockdown corner out there. I think people are going to take advantage of that. I think they're just in rebuilding mode. No Ramsey out there, no Leonard Floyd out there. You just got Aaron Donald. Yeah, I think they lost Ashawn Robinson, I believe, as well. So yeah, I just think they're going to bring it up in third. I think the division is pretty much going to come down to Arizona and the 49ers. So not Arizona, but I'm sorry,
Seattle.
the 49ers and Seattle.
Yeah.
So this one was not easy for me. But
no, not Mr. Seattle gonna be the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I've already apologized for that. I've already apologized for that.
Bro. Right.
I've already said I'm sorry. I was wrong. I ate my crow for that. Okay, I literally did. But I mean, I love the way they've been drafting, man. I like what they've been doing in free agency. I like, what I'm saying? Like, I like what they did in the draft last year, picking up Mr. Walker from Michigan State. This year, they get Jackson Smith and Jigba. The 49ers, man, they just loaded, man. They're loaded on defense. They're loaded on offense. It's just that quarterback position is just too sketchy. And for that reason, and only for that reason, I'm going to say Seattle's going to win this division.
My guy.
I definitely think that they're going to split during the season, but I think the fact that there's uncertainty at the quarterback position and
wow, Chris.
I think that's I know this is a 180, man. I know this is a 180. I gotta make up for what I did last year. Seattle, I got you winning the division, man. And I think they got the rookie of the year as well. Book that too.
Trash.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is rookie of the year. They've been raving about him in camp. Nobody can guard him at that third slot receiver. Unguardable. I think because he's been hurt all last season for Ohio State, and I'm not just saying that because he was Ohio State, because I think that another rookie on the NFC could possibly win it too. He played running back. He's real nice. But I'm gonna go with Jackson Smith and Jigba, and I think that their offense is going to take off here. I believe that Geno is going to be able to get it done, and they're going to go to the playoffs. And I got Seattle winning it, man. I'm just too scared about the 49ers. And I got a sneaky suspicion that Kyle Shanahan is going to fuck this up, and he's going to play the wrong quarterback. I'm telling you, man. I'm feeling
what he's saying, man.
I'm telling you, they've been talking about this nigga Sam Darnold like he's playing great, man. He's doing a great job. Like, bro, we done seen Sam. We know what Sam is. He is below average. We understand what you're saying. He back at home. He in California where he went to school. Yada yada yada. We don't want to see Sam out there. If you ain't putting Brock Purdy out there, who did his thing and proved to you last year that he was that guy. Don't nobody want to see Sam.
Starting. Did y'all not hear Trent Williams? He said there is no QB competition in San Francisco because Brock Purdy is the starter.
I hear that, but I hope. But
he also coming off an injury too, so that still scares me.
They say he's good to go.
There is.
How y'all gonna be scared of something y'all done seen for the past 5 years?
I know, man. I know. I'm still going with Seattle, man. They got the rookie of the year. I like their offense. I like it.
That's what's
Brianna,
up.
who you got winning it all in this division?
I'm going with the 49ers winning it and the Cardinals in last place.
Okay.
Quick and simple. And
exactly.
Can't blame you at all. But we got to move on. We're going to move on to the AFC West. So in the AFC West, it is interesting because you have the Kansas City Chiefs. You also have the Chargers in this division. You have the Raiders in this division. And you also have the Denver Broncos in this division. All right. So as far as free agency is concerned, we can start off with the defending champs is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs did add Jawan Taylor to replace their left tackle that they lost to the Bengals. They didn't really add a whole lot of talent as far as, in free agency because they didn't have to. They're the defending champs. The only thing that they needed to make up for it, they lost Orlando Brown Jr. to the Bengals, and they replaced him with left tackle from the Jaguars. They released Frank Clark. They did not re-sign Juju Smith-Schuster. So going to be a bit interesting there. The Chargers, they did add Eric Kendricks from the Vikings at linebacker, which I think is going to be a key addition for the Chargers. They needed somebody to help stop the run. And I really like that. I like that they added him. That's going to be huge for them. They didn't really have a lot of key departures. Not a lot of re-signings that is key that you're like, oh my God. So I mean, they didn't really need to do a lot, but they did make that one key move, which is vital. The Las Vegas Raiders. They added Jimmy G. That's big for the Raiders. He's a winner. He got one of the best winning percentages in the NFL history. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. They also added Austin Hooper. Players that they lost. They re-signed Josh Jacobs, but did he sign his deal yet? I'm not sure. Did he sign the tag yet?
Josh Jacobs got a plane out of Las Vegas.
Okay. Well, they need to get that together.
That was the report that he left Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a story we got to keep watching. They also did add OJ Howard. He kind of came on at the end of last season for the Texans. So I like that pickup as well. Then as far as departures, obviously they traded away Darren Waller. Derek Carr went to the Saints. I mean, those were two of their best players. Why they decided to trade Darren Waller, I still baffles my mind. That's a great pickup for the Giants. It's actually going to make my man look a lot better in New York. Then we have Denver. Denver added Marquise Callaway from the Saints as a receiver. I mean, a lot of the moves that they made was like during the offensive line, interior of the offensive line, and like some backup QBs. They also added Samaje Perine as well, which is needed because their running back got hurt last year, and he's going to help spell their running back Williams this year, which I think was a key move for Denver too. Far as departures, nobody for real that for the most part that you're going to know. They did trade away Draymond Jones. Other than that, they don't really have a lot that they've added or subtracted to their team. So, the division of the defending champions. Sean, I'll let you start off again. Who's going to win the division?
Chiefs.
Who you got?
Chiefs. Chiefs. Because they are who they are. Is that a good answer?
Yeah.
Number 2, I would go with the Raiders. This is tough for me though because of Sean Payton. I'm gonna go with Denver 3rd. Fuck it.
We got the Chargers in last.
And the only
The man is he the highest paid quarterback in the league. He gonna be in last.
that's tough, man.
And he just got
Hold on,
Kellen Moore as his
pause. Let's switch this up. Let's switch this up. Let's go back
Kellen
down.
Moore. Kellen
I still
Moore.
got I got the temps first. I'm gonna go with the Chargers second. Just because Jimmy G might not be Jimmy G. Man, that's tough, man. Because I can see Denver winning 6-7 games. Just because of Sean. That's tough, man. But I can also see the Raiders winning about 8. You know what? I'm gonna go out here and say fuck it. I'm gonna keep them at third. And go with Denver third, Raiders last.
Fair.
And he's only gonna be the highest paid guy for like the next week or so.
Probably.
All right.
They're about to pay Joe Burrow to sit out for a game.
Joe Burrow.
Facts.
Maybe
Blair, who you got winning this one? Who you got winning this division?
You say Blair or Brianna?
Yeah.
Blair? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Who is going to be the top of this division? AFC West, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, it's Kansas City, bro, all day. So is Kansas City going to be the top? Vegas going to be the bottom. Denver going to be second because 2 and 3 don't really matter. Denver is going to be good this year, bro. Even though I'm not going to take it back, but if Russell Wilson ain't washed.
Fair assessment.
If they pretty much have the same team that they had last year, and everybody thought them dudes were supposed to do gangbusters last year, I'm going to say if Russ ain't washed, they should be good. It's always hard to play in Denver, man. Always. All they got to be is good or decent. They ain't got to be great. They got to be decent.
Okay. Brianna, who you got in this here division?
I'm going Kansas City winning it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Broncos finishing last.
Got the
Broncos finishing last. Ooh. Wow. All right. This moment of truth. Who you got winning this division?
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now. I got the Raiders in last.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I like Jimmy G.
Dude.
I think he is a good quarterback, but
I agree with that.
I also think that running game is crucial to what he does well. And them not paying their running back is going to hurt them dearly. Because now we're just going to double team Devontae Adams. And he'll probably still have 1,000 yards, but I don't see it happening. Now in first place, in this one game split by record, I got the LA Chargers winning the division. Wow. Justin Herbert coming all the way out of his shell.
Wow.
Having a monster year. Because this is barring on the team staying healthy. As long as the team can stay healthy, them boys gonna be scary, man. I'm telling you, bro. I think Kellen Moore being the offensive coordinator helps Justin Herbert elevate his game a lot. And I think last year, losing Derwin James and a couple of guys on defense really capped their potential. So I got them squeaking out the Chiefs by like a game, bruh. By like a game. Chiefs might slip up twice to them boys even. When the playoffs come, we can talk about playoffs. But I got the champs coming in second in the division. I got the Broncos coming in third simply because the Raiders gonna suck.
Facts. I like that, man. I like that. And last, I definitely got the Raiders. I mean, come on. Really?
He talking about really? Sorry, Raiders fans.
I mean, y'all in Vegas, y'all better be, y'all out there betting, be betting against your team because they're going to lose a lot of games this year. They might be having the first pick overall. It's going to be between them and Arizona.
Hey, that'd be nice, though, if they get old boy from USC. That'd be all right.
Oh, if they went and got Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
So, I got the Raiders finishing last. Winning the division. I got the Chargers winning this division, man. I mean, y'all forgetting, man. I'm with Dallas, man. Y'all forgetting, man. They got that boy JC back. But with health is key. Health is key. But I got the Chargers winning this division. Finishing second, I'm going to say this shit with my chest. The Denver Broncos is going to finish second in this division, bro. They're going to finish second. That's how much I believe in Mr. Payton. They're going to finish second. That defense is going to come to play, and they're going to squeak into the playoffs. I like
bold
Denver.
Letters, Brianna.
Bold letters. Neon, highlighted 3 times. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. And this is why. This is why. You got the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, you won the championship. Y'all up here talking about dynasty. You got your number one fan, Nick Wright, out here talking about they're going to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. Your defense is trash. You can't expect to continue to win like how y'all been winning. 1 and 2, health is real. Health is real. Tony is going to get hurt at some point during the season. Let's keep it real. He got hurt in college. He getting hurt in the NFL. It is what it is. I understand Kansas City. Y'all winning the champ. Y'all the defending champs. But y'all out here talking about dynasties and stuff. Oh, we a dynasty. We about to whip off like 3-4 championships. Bruh, slow yo roll. Okay? Take it one game at a time. That's how you build a dynasty. Tom Brady showed you the way. Bill Belichick showed you the way. But y'all out here talking about we gonna win 4, 5. Come on, bruh. You know the last time a nigga said they're gonna win 4, 5? They stopped that too.
Hey, cuz don't be angry. Don't be angry at Kansas City for believing in Kansas City, man.
Hey, I'm not being angry. I'm saying the overconfidence is very jarring.
Let me ask
like,
you.
It don't work out for teams that's
Lowry seasoning.
It don't work out. I'm just saying. It's no Lowry's here. It's no Lowry's here. It's no Lowry's here.
Who made the dynasty?
I honestly feel this way.
Was it Patrick
Mahomes? I can't name you 3 players on their defense.
They asked Patrick Mahomes if he felt like they were a dynasty. He said that he felt like they were like starting one. He didn't say they were. He said he did feel like, they was building a dynasty. But that's how he supposed to feel.
You sound like a hater.
I'm not hating. I am not hating. I'm telling you what I see. What I
Go
see.
ahead, hate Buck Nasty.
That's not hating. I'm telling you what I see. And what I see is everybody in this division, well, 2 other teams in this division improved dramatically. One by having a competent coach.
Be better. Yeah, I do feel like it should be what they were supposed to be last year.
I understand. I don't see where, and they don't really need to, but they do. You still need to improve. I don't see where they got dramatically better at what position. I feel like they got worse. I don't feel like they got better. Now on defense, I don't believe in anybody on their defense except for one guy. And right now he trying to get paid. I want my money. And they ain't trying to give him his money. They don't give Mr. Jones his money. He ain't in camp. He's still at home like us right now, chilling. He probably doing a podcast his damn self. Like I said, that's just how I'm feeling. And you can write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck. I got Kansas City finishing third. I feel like this is gonna be a damn dog fight from these three teams. But I like the Chargers, man. I like the Chargers in this.
So basically, you don't got the Chiefs making the playoffs.
I think they're barely missing it, man.
Bro, you wild.
Dang. That's crazy. And you going with?
I'm not trying to do it. I'm going with it, man. I'm not trying to do it like a hot takey, or I'm not trying to do no hot takes or anything. That's just really how I feel.
I was trolling when I made my picks last week. For whatever reason, I made some legitimate picks, and I'm out here trolling.
You going
this
with
dude
Russell,
like Chiefs ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Sierra Wilson to go second in the division with. He just lost 2 receivers now. He just lost 2 receivers to injury. Well, one to that. Well, he had like a heart condition or something, right?
Heart condition. Mm-hmm.
And the other dude, the dude who just came back from an ACL, tore his Achilles.
Yeah, that's how it be, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. And the reports are saying Russell Wilson look old.
Frank
They
Clark,
said he still
Orlando
got a strong
Brown.
arm. I mean, hey, we said the same thing. Tyreek Hill. These niggas went to fucking Super Bowl.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They're the Super Bowl champs. This is just how I feel. I feel like it's just not their year. I just don't feel like it's their year, man. I don't think they're just terrible and they're going to be horrible and they're not going to win. You know, but nah,
so I
can't get jiggy with this team.
You just high on the Broncos.
I'm high on the Broncos.
Really
yes, I'm high on the Broncos.
I mean, on the Chargers. Really,
because I like the Broncos defense. I like where they were headed last year. I definitely like the fact that they got a coach that can call plays and get the play in on time. So, I mean, I'm rolling with the Broncos finishing 2 and barely making the playoffs. And I think the Chiefs is going to be barely out. I think it's going to come down to those 2 teams. I may not be wrong, but I don't think Kansas City is going to win this division. I think the Chargers are going to win it. And I feel like Denver's going to finish second and KC is going to finish third. And I don't think they're going to be too upset about it. I just think they're going to be like, well, you know, we got some bad breaks and da-da-da-da. I mean, I feel like that's how the year is going to go. That's just me. That's just me and mine.
So now you wishing like somebody's gonna get hurt on Kansas City. I feel you, bro.
The only way I see it happening is if Patrick Mahomes get hurt.
It's possible.
Chris wishing it, bro.
I'm not wishing nothing, bro.
I'm not wishing that. See, that's what it is.
I'm wishing it with
terrible.
Now they be
horrible.
Patrick Mahomes was hurt in the playoffs, man. That wasn't enough.
Nah, he wasn't broken up. He was hurt. The last 2 years,
bro.
The man been hurt, bro. Joe Burrow get a calf strain.
You want him to be hurt again. You want him to be hurt again, Chris. You
now they want everybody to be hurt,
huh? Those words never came out of my mouth. I never said any of that. Don't be putting that shit on me.
Y'all quarterback get hurt. Now y'all want all the quarterbacks to get hurt.
I ain't say none of that. I said what I said. He gonna be perfectly fine. He's just gonna find himself like, man, damn, we can't guard a soul.
Petty, yo.
Jamar Chase said Joe Burrow ain't playing till week 5.
And if he don't, he don't.
He did say that.
You don't want him to play until week 5. Is he the doctors? Nah. Is he Joe Burrow? Nah. He close to the situation. He said, I don't want him to play until week 5 if he ain't healthy.
Y'all don't want that boy out there hurt.
That's
I sure
true.
don't.
Make it worse.
Only because
Sit down.
Only because a lot of dudes that get that calf injury go out there early and fuck up their Achilles.
Fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit happened to fucking KD.
Yeah.
But really, was it
It's
his
just
calf?
true, Brianna. I wasn't trying to.
We know it was that
That's
nigga's
just literally what happened.
Darius. We could have found another example, bro.
calf. That was the most recent example, bro.
It could have went anywhere with that.
I ain't gonna lie, he crossed my mind too.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't shit. That's why.
Hey, friends turn to
No,
enemies.
that's what make it more messed up. Cause you thought about it too. It crossed your mind too. As soon as he said it, he like,
Y'all
I bet
ain't
you
shit.
somebody gonna say KD.
I know y'all was. I know it. I know it. Y'all talking about Achilles. It's Kevin.
Hey, he ain't been right since. So sit down, Joe. Whatever you need to do. You don't feel good? Sit on that.
You cold,
Okay.
bitch.
Okay.
Chris is begging you.
But that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Thank y'all for watching.
I have our list.
Appreciate it.
What'd you say?
She
I
got
have
a
our
list.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
next week we're gonna end the NBA talk, and then the following week I'm gonna do a NFL list. But for next week, our last NBA list is I need the top 5 players in the league right now at each position.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh,
And I want it in
position.
order. Don't come in here with no not in no specific order.
You know
I
I'm
need it
shooting out
in
there,
order.
cuz.
I knew you was, Blair. That's why I'm letting you know. I'm putting you on notice early. I want it in order.
I can tell she was
Top
like, I'm
5
sick of
at
this.
each
Sick
position
of this,
of
cuz.
players in the league right now.
All right, you got it.
Damn.
Top 5.
I'm gonna be off too. I can put
Sheesh.
that
It's only
together
5.
in a little while.
You
Sheesh.
talking
Only
about
5.
linemen and all that, huh? Punters, everything.
No.
No,
She talking about
you said
NBA.
No, I'm talking about
NBA.
NBA.
Chris,
NBA.
Oh, okay.
I ain't
Okay.
giving
I'm
you
about to
5
say,
names of those
golly.
positions in football, bro. That ain't no.
Yeah, that would have been too much. Not doing too much.
I'd have told you I can't do it. I'd have been like, I can't do that. That's too much
Yeah, that's
for me.
too much.
That is too much research.
So
We'd have
top
been
5 centers,
so
top
for a
5
week.
power forwards, all that. Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, that's no problem. It's no problem for me. But
In order. No,
in order.
Yeah, don't be
You
out of
want
order.
order.
In
You
order.
want all the order.
All the order. So thank y'all for watching. Continue to like, share, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. See y'all next week.
Peace out.
Peace.
Deuce.
Yeah.